On April 21st, 2013, this is Advanced Lesson number 9. Greeting bridge friends, Michael here at BridgeHands, and welcome you to another lesson on balancing seat bids in the pass-out seat. This time, not at the 1 level, not at the 2 level, oh no, we're going to go all the way up to the 3 level in 3 of a higher or lower ranking suit. Well, how about that? Does that ever come up with you or your partners? Maybe not. It's a good reason why we should talk about it, to cover some of these rare situations and see if we come up with a generalized philosophy. Now, we don't make these things up. We're following, actually, Mike Lawrence's fine book on the complete book of balancing seat bids in contract bridge. So, in accordance with that, we're going to be taking a look at adding some things, our favorites, such as losing trick count and cover cards. Well, to start off, why balance at all? Well, bridge is a bidder's game. Bridge is a competitive game, isn't it? So we don't want to sell out to the opponents at the 2 level even, if we can get them to go up to the 3 level, but at least have them go up to 2 of the major if possible. Now they might go at 1 Notrump and play it, that's true. But if they're in one of a suit level contract, we want to push a little bit, don't we? Some of the things to consider, of course, is we're borrowing a virtual king from our partner around 3 points when we're in the pass-out seat. So we have a little more latitude to keep it open. So we're normally 12, maybe 11 with a singleton and lefty suit. That would be enough. We could maybe even be 2 or 3 points less when we're in the pass-out seat. Of course, our partner shouldn't punish us, right? They should remember we might be borrowing something from them. We want to take a look at the law of total tricks. Do we have a 2-suited hand? How are our intermediate values? Do we have nice 10s, 9s, and 8s? Are our honors working? Those are some of the things we like to consider. And also, we want to take a look at things such as what is the risk or the reward? What does your partner feel? Are you okay pushing them up a little bit, or do you like to make sure you make every contract? Yes, sometimes you may go down, but that's part of the jiu-jitsu of the game, is to push a little bit to make it so it's a little bit more fun, exhilarating, and make sure that whoever wins it does it the old-fashioned way. Right, they have to earn it. So we take a look at things such as the vulnerability. Obviously, if we're vulnerable versus not a good time to push to the 3 level, is it? Is it a rubber imps format, or is it a match point format? If you're in a match point format, a bottom's a bottom, right? Whereas if you're in the other, you don't want to let them, if they somehow would find a game, you don't want to push them into a game. And then things such as who owns the majors and what is the distribution. And of course, what are those working values as we spoke about. So look at the possible bidding actions. The first, of course, is we pass. 1 of a suit. Pass, pass. We're in the pass-out seat. Even borrowing a king, it's not going to be fruitful. We have maybe less than 8 points, and we have too many cards in lefty's suit. Yeah, sure, we want to pass that. Or if we have a long suit in lefty's suit, typically that's going to be a minor. Maybe we have 6 diamonds and we don't really have that many points. We don't want to make a bid and have our partner start heading us for 3 Notrump where we have no chance to make it because we don't really have enough points. We're just going to pass. We know that we can set them. Yes, our partner probably does have a lot of points. Okay, then we have the scenario where we're going to be making a call at the 1 level. That could be even with a 4-card suit. And remember, we can borrow 3 points from our partner, that virtual king. We want to keep the auction alive. So normally, when we're overcalling, it's maybe 8 to about 17. Otherwise, we'll double and then bid our suit. In this case, it could be just a little bit less. So when we're in that pass-out seat, we're going to go ahead and strive to make a call. Now, we could have a situation where we have more points when we want to double and then bid our suit. Doesn't have to be this 18-point hand or more. It could be less because we're in that pass-out seat. Or if we're bidding 1 Notrump in the pass-out seat, it's not going to be the 15 to 17 usually. Might be around 11 to 14 or 15, or it could be a bad 16, I suppose, if you got queens and jacks, because our lefty has most of the points, don't they? So there's a pretty big range when we respond with a Notrump in the pass-out seat. All right, then there's the situations where we're going to be bidding at 2 level in a lower ranking suit. And we don't want to borrow a full king, as you'll recall in our previous lesson, because, well, we're at the 2 level. We need another trick, don't we? So we should have a fiver in this case, not a 4-card suit. A good 4-card suit, say in spades or hearts, might be ace, king, jack, fourth. But it's a 2-level suit. We need to have that fiver because, well, if we lose trump control, bad things will happen once we get up too high. Okay, then we have the jump level in a 2-bid. Now when we do a jump, say it goes 1 heart, pass, 2 spades, we should have a pretty good hand. We're almost making a forcing bid. Similarly, if it was pass, 2 spades, we should have about the same sort of hand. So we normally want around a 7 or perhaps a 6 losing trick count we would like to have, and we better have a semi-self-sustained suit. That is a suit quality of 9 or at least a good 8. A good 8 would be ace, king, queen 5 times, 3 honors, 5 long. A 9 would be better though. All right, then we have the last situation which we talked about before. We go to the 3-level cuebidding lefty suit. 1 diamond, pass, 3 diamonds. No, this isn't asking for a Michael's cubid. We could probably have done that with 2 diamonds if we're playing those type of agreements. So here we're making the Western cubid saying, partner, if you have a stopper, I'm bidding their suit at the 3 level, let's go to 3 no trump. I've got a long running suit, should be pretty good in terms of losing trick count. We have that semi-self-sustaining suit, better be a 9 cards suit quality there, and we're looking for that 3 no trump auction. Or we just go 3 no trump right away where we have a stopper in lefty suit and we've got 8 tricks on our own. We may even have shortness in another suit. Certainly not in lefty's suit though. Okay, 2 no trump in the pass-out seat. Recall that in this scenario what we want to do is we want to have about 19 to 21 points. No, this isn't an unusual 2 no trump saying we want the 2 lower ranking bid suits. It just wouldn't make sense to go to the 3 level with that kind of. Just go ahead and bid your suit at the 2 level, and then if you need to, come back with your other minor suit at the 3 level if that's the scenario. Normally we're saying we have enough points for almost a 2 no trump opener and let our partner then make the appropriate call. They could make a 3 club, a statement bid, do transfer bids, and so on. We're looking for 3 no trump or a major suit game. So that leaves 3 level in a higher or lower ranking suit. When it's a lower ranking suit, that means we're looking for 3 no trump, but we don't even have a semblance of a half a stopper in our lefty suit. We have no protection there at all. Maybe we've got a singleton, maybe we've got jack doubleton or something of that nature. But if we had jack third or queen third, something like that, a half of a stopper, yeah, we could go ahead and cubid their suit at the 3 level. Then the other situation is we go to a higher ranking suit. Let's say it goes 1 diamond, pass, 3 hearts or 3 spades. Now we're very strongly looking for a 4 level, and it's an even better hand than if we jumped to the 2 level. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at some hands. Now the reason, of course, is we want to make 3 no trump. If we have a long minor suit, we have a half stopper, we would cubid their suit. It's typically our suit quality is 9, and we have therefore 6 losing trick count. Could be 5-ish. It's pretty hard to count on some of these. You know, if you've got ace, king, jack 10 6 times, as we'll see, we don't know if they've got the queen onside or offside, so we're not sure, but we have a very good suit. The exception we spoke about is where we go in a higher ranking suit, and that is where we're looking for game in the major. We're not looking for game in 3 no trump. And here again, we have probably about a 6 losing trick count hand, maybe a bad 5. Okay, so we're looking for 2 cover cards from our partner, and that's possible, do you think? I think so. Now, it could be that our lefty has 20 or 21 points, but we know that our righty does not have 2 cover cards, aces or kings. So there may be 4 or 5 points at best is what they're playing with. Therefore, our partner should normally have about 2 cover cards themselves, aces and kings. Could be more. We'll see some of those today. So on our first hand we're going to take a look at, we have a 1 spade, pass, and we are dealt a 7-3-2-1 shape. Now how do you like that? In diamonds, ace, king, jack 10 7 times. In clubs, ace double 10, a single 10 of hearts, and also 3 low spades. Not much going on in the majors. So with this shape, we have, let's see, our diamonds 4, 7, 8, and 3 long. That's 11. Ace doubleton, we're up to about 14 points, but we don't count high card points in distribution alone, do we? No, we like to look at our losing trick count. Okay, so our diamond suit quality is 10, certainly a semi-self-sustained suit, and even better, it's a fully self-sustained suit because we have a suit quality of 10. So we have 4 honors and 7. We have more than 10, don't we? Yes, we wish we had the stopper of the first 3, ace, king, queen, but it's a very, very good suit. Never going to lose more than 1 if this is trump. But we're not interested in 5 diamonds, are we? So we're taking a look at, can we play in 3 no trump? And we have a stopper, first round of control in clubs, and better yet, it's not a singleton, so if we need to do at least a holdback, we can do 1 holdback. 2 holdbacks would be better. So our interest is in 3 no trump. And our losing trick count, by the way, we have 3 losers in spades, 1 loser in hearts, 1 loser in clubs. That's 5, and we may or may not have a loser in diamonds. So this is the perfect type of a hand to make a call of 3 diamonds, right? So 3 diamonds would be a good call here to tell partner, no, we're not making a preemptive bid. We're interested in 3 no trump. We don't even have a half a stopper in lefty suit. We can't bid 3 spades. Instead, we're saying is that partner, do you have 1.5, 2 stoppers in spades, and maybe a couple cover cards, enough to get it to game. All right? Okay, for a little different twist on our second hand, before we head to the table, we have a 1 club pass, and we have a nice shapely 6-4-2-1 hand with the majors this time. So in hearts is king, jack, 10, 9, like that 9, 6 times. In diamonds, king, 9-8, 4th, and in clubs, ace doubleton, and a lonely, stiff spade. You wonder who has the spade suit, don't you? So we have 4 high card points in hearts, 3 in diamonds, 4 in clubs, up to 11. A couple distribution gives us 13. But no, we're not going to be counting just high card points in distribution. We're all about losing trick count and taking a look at our suit quality to see if we qualify. And we do in hearts. We have 3 honors, and 6 long is 9. And we connected 9 even better. So yes, we shouldn't lose more than 2 in this suit, in the major suit here. So that's a good thing. We wish we had first round of controls, ace, queen, 10, don't we? Oh well, if we can get that finesse figured out, if our partner has a heart, guess who has the ace and the queen? Still, we can be in good shape. And we like the fact that we have 4 diamonds, a promotable suit there. Remember, in losing trick count, we don't count anything after the first 3. So, our losers. Well, we have 1 in each of the black suits. That's 2. In diamonds, we have 2 more. That gets us up to 4. And we have 1 or 2 in the heart suit. So we don't want to bid 2 hearts and have them start clowning around in the spade suit with us, do we? We have enough with this hand with 5 or 6 losing trick count. We'd rather it was a longer suit, but in the heart suit with this supported 9, I think we should go ahead and bid 3 hearts. Telling partner, no, we're not interested in 3 no trump, that's the minors. In this case, we're interested in a major suit game. So even with a singleton, if they have a couple cover cards, good things can happen. So our heart, suit quality, 9. Intermediates, yes. The spades, shortness, that could be a negative. We wish this was the spade suit, don't we? We don't know. Our partner may have that suit, but we're certainly not interested in a spade game if our partner has 6. So our diamonds, yes, we like the fact that we have the shape and we do have 4 diamonds, and that their intermediates could be helpful if our partner has those body cards or supporting honors. So with losing trick count of 6, we're interested in bidding not 1, not 2, but 3 hearts. And we hope that our partner can help us with those several cover cards and at least 1 heart to get us to game. Okay, well, I think it's time to head for the table. We've got a lot of hands to bid, so let's get to it. And play will be interesting, as you'll see. See you there. All right, in our first hand, West will be the dealer, and they have a 5, 4, 3, 1. Ace, Jack, 10, 9, 8, nice spade suit, singleton, 9 of diamonds, King, 9, 3 times in clubs, and Ace, Queen, Jack, 4 times in heart suit. So that's 4, 5, one distribution of 6 in spades. In hearts, Ace, Queen, Jack, there's another 7, so up to 13. King of clubs is up to 15, and we will open 1 spade in the west. To the north, it's a 5, 3, 3, 2. Jack, 10, 8, 5 times in clubs. King 3 times in hearts. King, Queen 3 times in spades, and 2 small diamonds. 5, it's nice we got the King, Queen behind our righty over in west in spade suit, but 5, 6, 7, 8 in hearts, and 1 in clubs. 9, I don't think a distribution point with that kind of secondary honors. So no call. We're not going to want to go 2 clubs. To the east hand, it's a 5, 3, 3, 2 again. 9, 8, 7, 5 times in hearts. Queen 3 times in clubs, and Queen 3 times in the other minor diamonds, and 2 small spades in partner suit. No bid. Over to the south hand, well, here we go. We have our 7, 3, 2, 1. Love it. Diamonds, Ace, King, Jack, 10, 7 times. Ace, doubleton, and clubs, 3 small spades, and a singleton heart. So, our suit quality, yes, we have a fully self-sustained suit of 10 or more. We have 4 honors and 7 long, so even more than 10. Our losing trick count, then, we can start counting. We have 3 losers in spade, 1 in hearts is 4, 1 in clubs is 5, maybe 1 in diamonds, it's 5 or 6, we don't know. Yeah, we want to go more than 2 diamonds. We don't want to double and then do 2 diamonds. We can't do 3 spades looking for 3 Notrump because we don't have half a stopper in spades. So that means we have to bid 3 diamonds, 3 level in a lower ranking suit. Saying, partner, we have strong interest in 3 Notrump if you can help us. A pass. They were planning on coming back in 2 hearts, by the way, but after 3 diamonds, I think 3 hearts would be a little rich, don't you? Okay, so, yeah, because our partner doesn't have 2 cover cards, remember, or they would have made a responder call. Okay, over to the north, yes, we do have a cover card in hearts. We have at least 1 cover card in spades, and probably 2 with the spade bidder there, and apparently less than 6 points by east. And even the Jack, 10, 8, 5 times in clubs should stop an onslaught in that suit. That 10 and the 8 connected with the Jack are going to be helpful. So sure, we'll go 3 Notrump in the north. It only hurts for a minute. Our partners bid 3 diamonds, so they've got a 5 to 6 loser, and we definitely have 2 cover cards. That's the idea of this agreement. So 3 Notrump in the north it is, and what do you think should be led? Well, you could lead top of nothing in hearts, but you don't have a lot of entries, so be a good partner. Don't lead the heart suit. Lead your partner spade suit. They're the ones with the points after all. So okay, we lead a 7 of spade, top of doubleton. We're leading count signals. And it goes to our partner's ace. Play low, obviously, from the north hand, saving the king, queen. And they come back with a spade, and I guess, who knows, maybe there could be a ruff even. We don't know. So everybody, by the way, gets to see the south hand. So we do see 3 in the south hand. Okay, come back with a jack of spades, covered with the queen or the king, doesn't matter. They play the 6, completing the high-low signal for their doubleton, and a 4 from the dummy in south hand. So, we're looking for 3 Notrump, and I guess you could maybe play a diamond finesse or else play for the drop. Now, the old cliche, 8 ever for a finesse, always. 9 never, don't. We have 7 and 2 is 9. We could go ahead and play for a queen doubleton drop. If you feel like there's more vacant spaces for diamonds over in the east, then you might want to try the finesse. So if you know that there's 5 spaces or more that are held by west with spades, they're not going to have that many diamonds, whereas we know nothing other than that there probably is not 3 spades and 6 points over here by the east hand. So this declarer decides to go ahead and play the finesse. A little bit greedy maybe, but it worked this time. There were 3 to the queen, so that worked out nicely. But the contract was safe either way. We're just looking for over tricks this time. If we can get over tricks, then great. So, okay, that worked. We go ahead and get the ace. We go ahead and get the king, pitching some hearts over here by the west hand, by the way. And another diamond, pitching a spade and a heart. And we pitch a club from dummy. We've got our contracts. We don't have to worry about squeezing that hand. And we can go ahead and take our diamonds, 3 more diamonds. They're pitching the majors. And now we can go ahead and go to our partners, king of spades. Remember, they had the king, queen, third behind the ace, which has been played. And we can come back with a club to our ace, give them the last 2 tricks. Fine, we've made 10 tricks, and life is good. So the idea here was that bidding 3 of a lower ranking suit, we're going to see that repeating in pattern. The hand play is going to get interesting on some of these, I will profess. So 1 spade, pass, pass, 3 diamonds. Partner, I have a 5 to 6 losing trick count hand. Do you have a couple cover cards, including stoppers, because we're interested in 3 no trump, and it's a minor suit? Yes. With the king, queen, and spades, absolutely. And an outside primary honor, a control in the heart suit, and no problem in the club suit with the jack, 10, 8, 5 times. 3 no trump it is, making 4. Okay, next hand. Okay, one point I wanted to bring up, we have pretty much the same hands, just a little variance, and just an interesting discussion item. So it was 1 spade, pass, pass, 3 diamonds, pass, 3, no trump, pass, pass, pass. The opening lead is a spade. This time, it's not a doubleton, it's a tripleton, so rather than high from high-low, it's low from 3, showing count. Won by the ace, coming back with a spade, and covered by the queen, and we play our last spade. With an 8-card suit, we normally like to play, when we've got ace, king, and then the jack, we play the topper. We might drop a singleton queen by the left-hand opponent, just in case they've got a singleton queen beneath us. So with niner, we don't normally do that. We play for the drop unless we think there's a reason to do the finesse. But either way, we need to think about the dangerous opponent and whether or not it makes sense to just go ahead and start taking tricks. Also, we need to think about entries. Now, if we wanted to do repeated finesses, if we had an 8-card suit, our only real entry at this point in time is going to be in the heart suit. And if they duck it once, we lose the finesse, and then they take our remaining heart, things aren't looking so good. So they could clear the heart suit. So it's a little bit spooky in that situation, but because we do have an extra diamond entry and a club entry to this hand, it shouldn't really be a problem. So if we do go with a finesse rather than playing for the drop, and it is offside, singleton or doubleton, they don't have the intermediates because we do have the jack. So we're in good shape there. So they can come back with another spade, fine. We win that. We come back with our diamond, we go ahead, and we're going to get our 9 tricks. So just a discussion item to be aware of. In some situations, though, where we have an 8er and we might lose control, there's a dangerous opponent where they run through us. Let's say that potentially we didn't have the ace. Maybe it was the king of clubs. Well, there could be ace-queen over here for sure. They lead the spades first, but then if they do have a way to come around to us, we could end up losing a heart, a couple clubs, a diamond, and a spade. We would go down. Okay? All right, next hand. Okay, on our third hand, we've exchanged a couple cards. This one will be a little tough, so we'll go through it slowly. Going to be interesting defender play here. Okay, same auction again. It's 1 spade, 3 diamonds coming around the pass-out seat, 3 no trump by north. And the opening lead, well, this time we have a longer heart suit. 6 hearts to the queen, 9, 8, 7, 6. But without a lot of entries, they thought they would be a good partner. Sometimes when you do have an entry in a good working suit, it's better to go ahead and play something other than your partner. In this case, they're not certain of that, so they'll go ahead and play from an odd number. So won by the ace. Now West takes a look at the dummy and gets thinking. And they see this singleton 10 of hearts here. And there's another bit of information. They have queen 3 times in diamonds behind the ace, king, jack. So it's not going to immediately set up. So the question is, declare in the north, yeah, they've got some stoppers and spades because they went to 3 no trump. It could be just king and out. It could be king third. But what's the deal in hearts? The question is do they have the king and the queen, or what do they have in that suit? Well, they didn't make an overcall when it was one spade bid by West, so you know, they decide they're going to go ahead and try doing a discovery play. That is, they're going to make a play of a card, see what partner indicates, and then they'll go ahead and follow through. Yes, it does cause a tempo play by giving up an ace, but they're going to play the ace of hearts and see what partner has to say about this. So they play the ace of hearts. A 9 is played by partner. Well, certainly with only a singleton 10 that was on the board, the 9 must be encouraging. So now it's going to be a high-low from doubleton unblocking with the jack of hearts. The jack of hearts goes out and North does not take it. Now remind you that they had 3-1. So the rule of 7, they should hold back 3 times, but they can't do that. So they can't disrupt the opponent's communication unless it's a lopsided distribution of the card suit. So, okay, they overtake it, good. And if they don't overtake it, as we'll see, then they'll be able to make it. Follow with me. So, okay, if they continue with the third heart, that's it. Then the declarer will make the contract. But at this point, if they switch to a club, they want to get that ace of clubs out of the dummy. And you can't do that back there on the first play of the hearts. In other words, they can't go with the king of hearts and then set it up. It won't work. What will happen is that the declarer ultimately will promote the club suit. You can try it out yourself. So at any rate, after winning the heart, the club comes back of all things. And as you can see, the play of a club is only win play that's there. Anything else, continuing the hearts, will not work. So going to get the ace off the board, and okay, yes, they do win the ace. And so at this point, yeah, you can play a spade up to your king-queen. If you want, you can play the ace of diamonds first and see if you can get the queen to fall. So it does not fall. They try again. No, not falling. So they play the third and they overtake with the queen. And at this point, we can see that what's going to happen. You can play the king of clubs and now play the heart. And yes, they've won the king in the north hand. But what are they going to do? They play a club, and you can see what happens is that queen's going to be waiting, isn't it? So, okay, sure, play your king of spades and your queen of spades, see if you can get them to pitch wrong. They don't. They come back with a club to the queen, and the 8 of hearts now scores a trick. Actually, they only got 7 tricks. They could have got 8 with a superior play by the good defenders there, and that was that, let's follow it through. Obviously, a heart lead would have been most straightforward, but most of us will want to play our partner's suit since we have less than 6. And queens, we're not sure that they're entries. So we start with the spade, goes up to the ace, it needs to switch, and the discovery play is a good way to do it. Play the ace first. Play the ace of hearts, encourage and signal. Play the jack. If you go up with the king up in the north hand, you're going to lose immediately, but by ducking, that's a good play. They might make a mistake and continue the hearts, in which case you're going to be able to promote the club suit. Okay, so they do a switch to the club. Now, mind you, with just 1 diamond, it's more likely that there's a chance for your partner to have queen third. If you had 2 or 3, it's not as likely your partner's going to have queen third, or the declarer is going to have it in the north seat. So that's another bit of information we should be thinking about here. Okay, so the return of a club, and at this point it is won in a losing play. Means, yeah, you're going to go down. You're always going to go down, but if it has a negative, that means you'll go down more than 1. And at this next trick, playing the ace of diamonds, now you're going to go down more than 1. So the better play would have been to play a black card, and most people would probably play a spade. Go ahead and start playing some clubs. Promote the club suit. Forget about the diamonds. Let them come to us if they want to over here if he gets end played. So I think that's probably the best line of play for the declarer. So tough hand, not easy to be defeated, but if you get thinking about what's going on, what's the likely number of points by the declarer, and when you've only got a singleton, there's greater chance for your partner to have queen third and the diamond suit. So that's part of what the switch was back to the club. Okay, tough one. Let's try another. Maybe we'll get a little easier.